Asian girls. Definition: the best looking women on earth make great wives, great messing arounds. Usually not as that as white girls can cook good food and make white girls undesirable in comparison. Look, dude, I don't think you got the credentials to have this kind of definition going around in your head. Plus, also, you need to factor in this little thing called free will. You know, the whole they gotta like you too. I feel like the majority of dinguses that wind up on my channel don't really realize that, but you know, it helps with the content.
Why are you the way that you are?
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/NotHowGirlsWork, and if you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future because the dumb train keep on coming, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let me know down below if you like a favorite pizza topping or just what video game you want to see. That engagement is absolutely splendid. Girls behaving as with multiple guys and then I'll be like, what do you mean you don't like my Buster ravioli? How it doesn't close anymore? Yeah, meanwhile, Dum here in his basement fused to his chair playing the single-player campaign. Yeah, definitely that makes everything better. Hey, look, it's 90 degrees outside and it's only gonna get hotter. I woke up and chose violence because of that. Tell me, based on this logic, what is the difference does it make to the V when the girl, 1, has safe this with 50 different men, and 2, has safe S with 1 man 50 times? Based on your logic, it is safe to assume I would imagine the V would be busted up either way, right? Not quite. The V is trying to permanently shape themselves based on the P they are having S with. So having S with a bunch of different peckers causes the V to wear out and lose its elasticity because it can't decide which shape to take. Coochie ain't an oobleck. I don't know where the captain of the SS dipshit got his idea from, but that ain't how any of that works. None of that is like an epoxy mold where you have to shape it right. No, why? Oh, you do not need internet. And look, I know that the opening to the Robot Chicken TV show was definitely not the most humane one, but I think it was effective though, so, you know, maybe we could do that with some dum-dums here that need health class. Most women who call themselves curvy are just fat. Personally, the woman I married was short and skinny. She got some actual curves, bigger babblers, and wider hips during her pregnancy with our first kid. She is accurately described as curvy, and it happened because of our love. Therefore, I love her curviness. This seems to be the most natural to me. Like, it doesn't make sense to love big babblers before you get your woman pregnant, because it's not a sign of fertility, it's a sign that she has been pregnant before. But whatever. A point being, curvy is fine, fat isn't, but skinny was my choice when I was single, and now that she's had my kid, she is curvy, and I'm happy about it. Yep, you hear that, everybody? Apparently, if you have anything above an A cup, you apparently have been pregnant before, even if you don't know it. And the second you do get pregnant, well, I don't know who needs it. How did you even get married? I'm fairly certain I'm calling cap on that, my dude. You don't just meet somebody and then the second they get pregnant, they go from an A to a D. If you did, in fact, actually meet somebody and marry them and have a kid with them, I feel sorry for them. Sounds like your wife is depressed. I would try and get her some help before pulling the plug. I disagree. Depression doesn't make you moan at others to clean up more. It also isn't an excuse to be a slob. If a man stayed at home all day and didn't work and made a mess, do you think you would call that depression? I 100% would suggest that man be evaluated for depression. It's not a gender thing. Lack of self-care and self-worth are major indicators that something is wrong, and depression could be that thing. Yeah, I don't know who's out here thinking that depression is just a women thing, because it very much is a thing that dudes do have, and yeah, I'm speaking from experience. Social anxiety and all that really do suck, and it kind of can keep you just in a bit of a rut, you know, just kind of want to lay around and tired of existence. That's one of the main things. Institutions wither in women's hands. I I have absolutely no idea why there could be a picture of the Wizard of Oz in there. Honestly, no, I'm big confused. Made your head empty. The collapse of our times is coming. Young boys have been separated from their fathers and have been taught to surrender their authority over to womankind. The thread of civilization is unraveling before our eyes. It has come loose because man has been trained to be passive in his authority. For the last half-century, the family has dissolved into ruin, and women have replaced men in the leadership positions in each institution. Feminism has gaslit men into believing that their surrender is noble to the progressive cause. These men, I can't say that, the feta cheese word, with their white flag of surrender is heroic. Their cowardice has enlightenment. These weakened men choose fantasy over reality, while women strip them of authority. Modern man has chosen his state from disbelief in his own masculine. Yeah, it cuts off there, but it ain't getting any smarter anytime soon. But you know, those gosh darn women and their, which one are we doing today? Oh, yeah. Equal rights. Such a travesty, and it's slowly been changing. Yeah, gosh darn it, them equal rights have been just coming out of the woodwork, you know. If you were revamping the human body and were to give babblers an actual useful function instead of just that appeal, what would you have them do? Yes, you know, because it's not like the things actually had a biological function, you know. No, just revamp them. What would you do? Squeaky toys? I don't know, something like that. Since we're at it, why don't we just reinvent the pecker too, because that just says straight up the appeal. You know, let's make that one slider whistle. You know, now that I come to think about it now, if both of those things were actually things that happened, I honestly feel like the birth rate would just drop to 0 because people couldn't be able to stop laughing. That, and you could pretty much guarantee that the Orange YouTube website would just sound like an episode of Ed, Edd, and Eddy at all times. I want to find myself. I'm a strong woman. Yeah, I gotta cover up because, you know, short dresses are short and stuff. I'm ready to settle down. Women lose 90% of eggs by 30. Scientists have discovered the reason why women find it difficult to conceive later in life is that they have used up 90% of their ovarian reserve by the age of 30. So what are women today? Oh yes, an artillery. Caption on this post also said it was posted by a pregnant woman, and I think after reading that, my mind went to TV static for about 2 minutes. Like, I legit did not know what to think about that because I got so confused. Women of Reddit, why do you prefer bad guys over good guys? I don't know how many times I've said this in the past. I got like 1,100 something videos on this channel, but I know I've said it a couple of times in the past. Ain't nobody waking up actually being excited hoping that somebody punches them. Maybe a retail employee says that to themselves sarcastically like I do because oh so much respect is given to the people that work in retail, but nobody actually means it. How do I, 32M, stop being so cynical about relationships with women? I'm incredibly cynical and was wondering if there are any way back. For example, when it comes to relationships, I firmly believe that women are not attracted to 99.9% of men. Even below average women can afford to be choosy. They only respond to hypergamy or emotional manipulation. Oh, you mean to tell me that you keep on sending a message and then the one where you tell them to eat dirt, that's the one that they respond to and you wonder why? Oh gee, thanks. I never figured that out before. It's not completely an r/nice guysy thing of you to do there, isn't it? Or, you know, is it? I don't even know if it's a word, but I'm making it, okay? She will date a man who is physically out of her league or social class because it will raise her status. Great, we're on this train again. The rest of the men out there aren't on her radar. If a guy has dark triad personality traits, what the frick is that? He can trick her into loving him no matter how lousy he treats her. Women have a reputation for falling for narcissistic bad boys. Yes, but you know, you posting this on Reddit thinking is a good idea is totally being the angel sent from heaven now, aren't you? Just because a woman claims she doesn't want the above, doesn't mean she won't fall for them. I know I'll get panned for the above, but just because it's politically incorrect whatever, doesn't mean it's false, right? And just because you got a mouth don't mean anything good's gonna come out of it. We've seen enough examples alone already. And what's even funnier is that me posting those posts are actually going to get more attention to those posts than the posts themselves being posted on the post. I don't even know if that's a sentence. The vast majority of men will not consider a woman over 25 years for anything serious. There are many less desirable / leftover men, but the marriageable ones wouldn't accept an older woman. If they would, they wouldn't be eligible men anyway. Ah, yes, a wonderful opportunity for me to make you look more stupid than you possibly could ever think you could be. Considering that there's no way to know the exact age of somebody outside of a general age range based on their appearance, that doesn't really make much sense. Plus, imagine how stupid you would look if after the first date you asked how old they were, really hoping to go on a second date if they were under a certain age, but then you think, oh yeah, no, let's never see each other again when you find out they're above said age range. That's as stupid as the people who have that logic of don't talk to me if you're 6 foot something. Age and height aren't exactly things that you can control. They're part of your genetics. I mean, one is predetermined, and the other one, well, it just happens because of time. Yes and no. Emotional regulation is a masculine characteristic and stems from taking accountability and responsibility for one's emotional state and reactions, both excellent traits. Those that are on the very female side of that polarity will let their emotions flow, as they should. The masculine partners want this in their counterparts to have a free flow of their emotions and to be guided by them, but there is a toxic way of expressing them, of course. Why do I get the feeling this is the type of person where they automatically assume whatever comes out of their mouth is true? Like, I seriously want to see them justify them saying the sky is green. Frequent consumption of coffee leads to a decrease in breast size. With 3 cups of coffee a day can cause your breasts to become smaller, especially if they were big in the first place. This is because caffeine burns fat, and as you probably know, breasts mostly consist of adipose tissue. Why do I get the feeling that this person forgets that body fat is more than in just the babblers? It's not like there's the rest of the body. Plus, I've never had coffee in my life. Y'all saying I'm supposed to have, triple G's or something? I don't frickin' know here. Because you're really saying that, that only applies to women. Last I checked, body fat is gender neutral. And you, my good sir, are universally stupid. Yo, what if the kitty was one big eye socket without an eye? And then when women F, they take the eye out right before you stick it in, but never show you it. Cause they know you're gonna freak out. I don't think ever before I've ever seen a post and then it automatically make me think of the phrase, you are not mentally prepared to watch the movie Teeth. For anybody not knowing what that is, I'll give you a 3-word summary. Cooter go chomp. Plus also, this dude is a wonderful example as to why you never have gummies or brownies and then go on Twitter. If you know the correlation between those two, please do not elaborate and most likely get auto-moderated by YouTube. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. If this video can hit them 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. With that, I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.